Okay, hi YouTube.
Laying across this bed, staring at your face, mapping out how your dimples are placed. I watch them every time you laugh, and I miss them every.
Long time no see. Today I have a Q&A for you guys that I've been talking about doing for endless, but now we're gonna do it. So I have my questions right here. Since you guys know I don't have another phone currently because it's broken, but I don't have a lot of questions, not too many. So yeah, let's just get straight into it. So my first question is, should people know how to have conversations? I personally feel like it honestly depends on who you're talking to and what the conversation is about. I think that, like, depending on the conversation, it should be easily had. But if you're having like a conversation with someone you just met, it might not flow as easily as a conversation with someone that you've known for a while. Or like if you're in a situation where you're talking about something serious, it might not go as well as like just having a regular normal conversation. On to the next question. What's the best and worst part of my sports? So many of you guys may know, even if you don't know, I do two sports. I do shot put and discus. I really count that as one because it's all in the same category. And I play basketball. So we're gonna start with basketball. We're gonna start with the worst part. The worst part of basketball for me, I feel like, is probably like conditioning and consistency. As far as conditioning goes, I absolutely hate conditioning. Like, who does like conditioning? I'm not a very good runner. I'm a post player, so I'm not the fastest either. But I mean, in the long run, it helps you out a lot. Me personally, I just don't like conditioning. And then like I have a very difficult time staying consistent. So I would have to say like consistency. Oh, and another thing I don't like about either of my sports, I hate, like, I have friends like who don't do sports and they just have endless free time. Like, I hate not having free time. In the long run, it'll all be good for me, like, scholarships hopefully and stuff like that. So like all of the hard work will pay off, but I like hate not having free time. The best part of basketball for me is probably like I love like bonding with my team. I love being able to play a team sport. I love the wins. I love the aftermath of like the good stuff in basketball. I like to be able to say that I'm a part of a team. I like walking around the school and they're like, oh, you play basketball? Oh, you dropped this last night? I like that. So yeah. All right, let's get to shot and disc now. The worst part of shot and disc is, once again, consistency. Like, you could throw, like me recently, I had made it to districts and my PR for disc is 85 and I only ended up throwing 67. And it's like, in that circle, like, you're very alone. Like, it's no one there but you. It's not a team sport, so like you have nobody else to fall back on. Nobody else could pick up your slack. So like I just got really nervous and I ended up throwing 67 feet and I was very heartbroken. But I mean, it's not the worst. Like, and then also like the steps that you take to get to like certain rank in shot and disc, kind of like I'm not spinning yet for disc. I'm already gliding for shot. I don't know if I'm gonna spin for shot yet, but I'll probably just stick to gliding. But like for disc, I want to spin so bad, but it's just so hard. So yeah, that's another thing. The best part, like, you are the only one in that circle, so nobody could say that, hey, your success was based off of somebody else. Everything that you do in that circle, everything that you succeeded in that circle is all you by yourself. So that's really nice to know, like, hey, everything that I've achieved in shot and disc was all me by myself. You know, it's a very rewarding sport, and I like to be done with my event, and I like to go watch the other events after I'm done with my event. That's really fun. And I love practice. Like, practice is just an open book, you know. We don't do a lot. I love lifting. I like talking to my team during throws and stuff like that. I just love practice. So yeah. The next question is, what made me want to start content creation? To be honest, like, since I was younger, like since I was like young, I used to watch like the people who play with the Barbie dolls, and I would try to like get on my little Kindle tablet and make those YouTube videos. I've always been into watching content creators. I always wanted to be a content creator. You know, like, it was one point in my life when I was like kind of young. I was like, hey, this is what I want to do for a career. So, you know, I've always been big on wanting to content create. Like, I'm just now getting seriously into it and taking the steps that I need to be a content creator. But like, I just think it's like, looking at other people do it, they make it look like it's a lot of fun. You know, and you can like meet other people who do the same thing that you do, and y'all could just like, you know, y'all just bond. I love seeing content creators work with other content creators. Speaking of that, stay tuned for some content creation coming up with some of my friends, because everybody wants to do YouTube now, guys. So stay tuned for that. The next question is, what are you mixed with? So I get this question, not a lot, but kind of a lot. My mom's side is Asian, white, and black. My dad's side is black and white. So it's just really like a mix of Asian, black, and white. The next question is, what are good ways to manage your mental health? I feel as though, like, being a person who has struggled with mental health multiple times in the past, I feel as though, you know, you should always have someone to talk to. But when you have someone to talk to, make sure it's a very unbiased person. Don't go talk to that friend that's like, oh yeah, you know, if you like it, I love it. That's not what you need. You need someone who's going to tell you the truth. And you have to get comfortable with the truth. If you can't become comfortable with the truth, then your life is never going to work out. Just take your time. Like, if you're struggling with stuff, take your time. Make sure you have someone to talk to. Make sure you take self-care days when you just, like, you know, take a break from everything and you just reset yourself. Because if you don't, like, you could end up overworking yourself and you could go into a hard crash and everything will just be fumbling down, and then you're stuck in this mindset having an anxiety attack and you don't know what to do. So you should always take time, you know, to make sure that you have yourself together, especially before you check on anyone else. Okay, and the last question is, what are some hygiene tips for school? I feel like, you know, keep some deodorant on you. My ladies, make sure you keep all your toiletries, like, you know, your sanitary items, make sure you keep those in your bag, just in case. You never know when somebody else is gonna have an emergency or when you're gonna have an emergency. Make sure you keep gum. Make sure you have floss on you. Keep wipes. Perfume. Keep like a little body spray on you. So I got some over there. You know, make sure you're always like fresh, you know, make sure you don't stink. And also, if you have friends who have an odor, let them know. Tell them so they're not walking around just stinky. Like, don't be that friend. So that's pretty much it for the video. I know this was a short video, but I have more content coming for you guys. Make sure you let me know what kind of content you guys want, because I'm kind of in a moment where I'm stuck with what I want to do as far as content. Hopefully I have some interviews coming up with my friends for you guys. And yeah, thank you for watching.